Welcome to part 4 of the day of the Lord is a day of darkness. And as I was saying, what a laughable thing. And this is August the 17th, by the way, 2023, the first day of Elul. It began last night at sunset. Some say it begins tonight at sunset, but either way, just get tasket, red and yellow basket. It's still the same day, still beginning the same day, just a couple hours difference, few hours difference, what have you. Anyway, getting on into Zephaniah. We're going to go into Zephaniah now. There he is. Takes me a minute to remember where old Zephie's at. Zephaniah 1:14. Starting at 1:14. Now, Zephaniah, just so you understand what I'm saying, and there's the spelling of it, in case y'all are wondering for sure, who is Zephaniah? The day of the Lord is near, it is near, and hasteneth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly, because it's coming quickly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Now let me tell you a little secret about this day, y'all. A day is likened us to 1,000 years, right? A day is likened us to 1,000 years. Remember that. But God has a place for His people. Remember that. Those that trust in the Lord. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, a day of distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Thick darkness, folks. Think about that. That's really dark. A day of the trumpet. An alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. When is the day of the trumpet? Feast of Trumpets, aka Feast of No Man Knows. Anyone? Does anyone know when that is? I just told you a few minutes ago in one of the previous parts, if you'd have been paying attention. That is on Rosh Hashanah, the Feast of Trumpets, which is also known as the Feast of No Man Knows, because no man knows when the new moon will appear, when it will be spotted. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men. Oh, brother. Because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, which is the day of his anger. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. Fervent heat, folks. Kept trying to tell y'all to get away from them idols and get back to the Lord. Y'all didn't want to listen. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Yep, that heat's a doing a fine job of her. It sure is. Now I'm going to jump over here to Zephaniah just to show y'all something that I discovered when I was studying this. This is Zephaniah 2:3. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment, which means worked his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. That's a rapture verse, y'all. For those of you that don't believe in the rapture, there you go. The Lord really did declare the end from the beginning. He tried to tell us. He very much tried to tell us. Now, I'm going to tell you, read on. If you ain't read this Zephaniah, you need to go over and read that. Finish out chapter 2, do chapter 3, finish out chapter 1 even, because I only come in there on verse 18. But now, for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and go on over into my next, but I'm going to point this out. Now, this chapter 3 is important because it's about more of the woe and stuff, and it talks about the day of darkness more. So, it's kind of like, you know, it can play right in there with the book of Revelations and Daniel. Yes, don't throw out these prophets. You don't know what they might have been prophesying. Everybody thought, well, that's just this, and this. Well, you don't know what God's doing. You don't know. And, oh yes, I did have that one. Lord wants me to go back and cover 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, and I will assemble the kings to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. That means anger of my resentment. Well, yeah, he did warn us that he was a jealous God. We should have really listened to that. Not put other things before him. You know, I am deeply sorry. And you know, you have this time right now. Until. And he is a good God. He's a loving God. And if you will pour your heart out to him right now and seek him, he will be found. He will be found. And he will honor your cries. He will honor your cries. Now I'm going to go over here to Malachi 4. And I'm going to cover Malachi 4. an important chapter. It's not that long. It's only 6 verses. So let's knock this out the park. Right here, right quick. For the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. Is that not what we've been feeling? And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts. But it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness, check out how that's spelled, the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, and I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. I've been trying to do this very thing, but more than that, I've been trying to turn the hearts of the children back to the Father, back to Jesus himself, because I see the truth and you all are so distant from him, and you do not put him first, but you put your lives and everything else in the world before the Lord. And you say, it's all right, the Lord will understand. It's all right, the Lord will understand. But no, the Lord will not understand. He is a jealous God. He has told us that in his word. And we should have been keeping to his word more. We should have gave him more time. He deserved it. Now, I got a question for the ministers. And this is how the Lord said, do this. Someone do this. What happened to the fivefold ministry that Jesus put in place by Paul? I'm supposed to ask y'all this. For real. This is a real legitimate question. What happened to the fivefold ministry? And for those of you not familiar with that and don't know what the fivefold ministry is, let me educate you to that. That's the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, the pastors, and the teachers. I'll see you in the book of Ephesians. And like I said, that is the apostles, the prophets, evangelists, pastors, and teachers. If they're still pastors, if they're still teachers, and if they're still evangelists, why are there no apostles and why are there no prophets? God's still pouring out his Spirit upon all flesh after all in these last days. Where are his miracles? Where are the greater still? Where are these things you were supposed to be doing in his name? He gave y'all talents, and You buried them instead of putting them to the exchanger. I'll see you in the next part. And then we're going to get into Ephesians 4.